Boys don't like it when their mothers make them wear tights under their pants in cold weather. They'll get teased at school, and besides, men don't wear tights. However, sometimes even adult men wear them, not just on their legs, but also on their arms, and sometimes even on their heads. And it's not for fun, but for protection from deadly danger. What kind of danger? You'll find out in this video. Watch until the end. The northern coast of Australia, Queensland, a true tropical paradise. Warm, sunny, palm trees, beautiful beaches. Seems like the perfect place to relax and enjoy. But back in the late 19th century, scientists noticed something strange. People, especially children, were dying in the ocean waves without any apparent reason. One moment they were swimming, and then suddenly, death. Doctors were at a loss. Sudden heart failure, witnesses described it differently. Sometimes swimmers felt a sharp, unbearable pain, as though a red-hot iron had been pressed against their skin. The pain would steal their breath, and their heart would race. Only adult, strong divers survived, but the after effects, pain, nausea, vomiting, lasted for several days. Poisonous marine creatures? But the water was always clear. The locals believed that an invisible killer lurked in the sea, the box jellyfish. The Australian Aboriginal people of the Irukandji tribe referred to it as a demon, causing excruciating pain and killing without a trace. Scientists were skeptical of these stories, as no such toxic creatures had been discovered among known marine life. Sometimes, strange red marks were found on the bodies of the victims, as if they had come into contact with a poisonous jellyfish. But where was it? No jellyfish had been seen nearby. The mystery remained unsolved until January 1955, when a 5-year-old boy died on a Queensland beach. He was simply playing in the shallow water when he suddenly collapsed. His parents rushed to him, but it was too late. Local biologist Dr. Hugo Flecker ordered the area to be cordoned off with nets and all marine life to be removed. Among the catch, he found a strange, previously unseen jellyfish. This was the box jellyfish, the elusive killer that had remained invisible for so many years. This creature turned out to be a box jellyfish, Latin cubozoa. Its body isn't round but cubic, with long tentacles at its corners. It's completely transparent, making it almost impossible to spot in the water. Only under ultraviolet light would its outline appear. The tentacles of the box jellyfish contain stinging cells, nematocysts filled with a deadly venom. One jellyfish is enough to kill 60 adult men. The lethal dose is only 0.04 milligrams of venom per kilogram of body weight. A touch of its tentacles causes excruciating pain, paralyzes the lungs, and stops the heart. Children die instantly. And so, one of the most dangerous predators of the ocean was uncovered. Chemical analysis revealed that the venom of the Chironex is extremely complex. It contains tetramine, which paralyzes nerve endings, ethylocin, which affects blood vessels and the heart, congestin, which causes allergic swelling and shuts down the lungs, and hypnotoxin, which impacts the nervous system. If the venom doesn't kill immediately, the victim is still almost certainly doomed. The paralyzed nerves prevent the body from fighting for survival. The Chironex is a fascinating creature. Its oral appendages are equipped with 24 eyes that provide the jellyfish with information about its surroundings. Scientists still debate how it processes this information since it has no brain, nor even large nerve nodes. Nevertheless, the Chironex has good vision and can distinguish colors. The knowledge that Chironexes avoid the color red led scientists to the idea of using red nets for protection against the jellyfish. So, how does this relate to tights? Research has shown that the Chironex's tentacles don't sting just from any contact with an object. When they touch nylon fabric, they recognize it as lifeless and don't release venom. That's why Australian lifeguards wear 2 pairs of tights, one on their legs and the other on their arms and upper body. Some companies even started making special suits, stinger suits, which cover the entire body, including a hood for the head. However, stinger suits cost around $100, while regular tights cost less than $10. But why don't the Chironex's tentacles leave marks? When the tentacles are at rest, they're short, about 6 inches long. When the jellyfish is hungry, they can stretch up to 10 feet. When coming in contact with a hunting jellyfish, long red marks remain on the body, but when the jellyfish is at rest, only a small spot is left, which can still be deadly. Thanks for watching. Now you know how to avoid a deadly sting in the water. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. More interesting videos are coming soon.